The Kansas City Chiefs are not finished making moves, especially at the cornerback position. While many people might think they've wrapped up their roster changes after so many recent moves, I still believe the Chiefs could be looking to make one more addition. It might seem surprising, but there are still options out there, even if the pool of available players is getting smaller. So let's talk about the best cornerback options still on the market. First up is Xavier Howard, a 31-year-old corner who stands at 6 feet 1 inch and weighs 203 pounds. He's probably the most talented player left. While the 31st of May sound like a lot for a football player, it's not really considered old in the NFL. Last season, he played 475 snaps in pass coverage. His coverage grade from Pro Football Focus was 5.1.9, which is not great. For context, Jari Alexander had a coverage grade of 74.2 before his injury, and Jalen Johnson's grade this year is only 47.8. So, would Howard be an automatic upgrade for the Chiefs? Not necessarily, but he has a lot of experience and was once regarded as one of the league's top cornerbacks. Last season, quarterbacks had a passer rating of 86.7 when targeting him, compared to a much higher 98.2 when targeting Johnson this season. While Howard has his drawbacks, including some off-field concerns, his experience might still make him a worthwhile option for Kansas City. Now, Xavier Howard does come with some serious concerns. There have been troubling allegations against him, and they're not easy to ignore. It's reported that he sent explicit images of his ex-girlfriend to her teenage son, apparently as revenge after she refused to get an abortion. That's definitely not something anyone wants to hear about a potential player. With accusations like these, it's understandable if the Chiefs decide not to pursue him. Personally, I'm torn. I don't know if I want the Chiefs to sign him, but I also get why they might not. If it weren't for these serious character issues, I think the Chiefs would have jumped at the chance to bring him in, but with allegations like this, it's tough to say. Next, we have Patrick Peterson, who's 34 years old, standing at 6'1" and weighing 203 pounds. He's the oldest player we'll discuss today, and some might say he's past his prime. However, as recently as October, Peterson hinted that he's still interested in playing. Last season, he played 683 snaps in coverage for the Pittsburgh Steelers, earning a 61.4 coverage grade from Pro Football Focus. Quarterbacks had a passer rating of 80.4 when targeting him, which isn't bad at all. But the big question with Peterson is whether he can still perform at a high level. Can you count on him to last through a full 17-game season and into the playoffs? Probably not. Would you want him playing every snap? Probably not either. But if the Chiefs were to sign him, they could ease him into the rotation, which might work better given his age. If the Chiefs could get Patrick Peterson in shape just in time for the playoffs, he could be a valuable asset, providing some solid snaps during a potential playoff run. That sounds like a move the Chiefs would definitely consider. Another option is Desmond King, who's 29, almost 30, and stands at 5'10" inches and weighs 200 pounds. King was just signed to the Baltimore Ravens practice squad last week, so he might not be the most likely choice, but he's still in better shape than most of the other players on this list. As the youngest option here, he could be a good fit. Last season, King played 175 coverage snaps for both the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. He earned a 76.3 coverage grade from Pro Football Focus, and quarterbacks had a passer rating of 92.6 when targeting him. While King might not be as well known as players like Howard or Peterson, he's a solid NFL starter, and at under 30, he's still got plenty of football left in him. The Ravens clearly think he's in good enough shape to be added to their practice squad. That could be a way for the Chiefs to snag him away from an AFC rival. However, I'm not sure he's the answer for Kansas City's needs right now. Now, my favorite option on this list is Marcus Peters. I even made a whole video about him. I briefly considered Steven Nelson too, but since he's retired, he's not really an option right now. But Marcus Peters, at 31 years old, 6 feet tall, and weighing 197 pounds, is someone I'd love to see back in a Chiefs uniform. Peters was originally a Chiefs player, but he was traded away after the team grew tired of his off-field antics early in his career. The Chiefs have dealt with a lot of challenging players during the Andy Reid era, so it's significant that they traded Marcus Peters away in his prime, getting a second and fourth round pick in return. Over the past few seasons, Peters' play has declined, and it's clear that many people don't believe he's worth bringing back at this stage in his career. Last season, he played 426 coverage snaps for the Las Vegas Raiders, earning a 71.3 coverage grade from PFF. Quarterbacks had a passer rating of 101.7 when targeting him, which is a bit concerning. As for bringing in Patrick Peterson, it's tough to say. Peterson has always been known for playing his own style, regardless of what the defense is called. He freelances a lot, which may not be a great fit for Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Spags likes cornerbacks who can stick to their assignments and avoid leaving holes in the coverage. So while a reunion with Marcus Peters would be a great story, I'm not sure it's the right move for the Chiefs right now. But one thing is clear, the Kansas City Chiefs will make a move at cornerback. It's only a matter of time. The real question is, who will it be? I want to hear what other Chiefs fans think. Do any of these options seem like a good fit? Could a 34-year-old Patrick Peterson provide an upgrade over Jalen Johnson for a playoff run? Or should the Chiefs stick with Johnson and give him the chance to gain more experience and improve? Or would you prefer someone like Howard or Peters, who bring a lot of experience but come with their own concerns? What do you all think? Do you prefer signing someone like King for depth, or are you more concerned about character issues with players like Howard or Peters? Let me know your thoughts. I'm also planning to make a video on either Jalen Johnson or Joshua Williams. I'm still figuring out the best title for it, but I'll definitely be creating content on both of them. Expect a lot of uploads this week, possibly even some double uploads, so stay tuned for that. I'm going all in on Chiefs content this year, especially as we wrap up this season. Let's make December a great month. I've got plenty of content coming your way, and I hope you show me some love in return. Let's make this month a big one for the channel. So let me know what you think in the comments. How do you feel about the cornerbacks available and the Chiefs possibly signing one? I'm curious to hear your opinions. This is your boy, Chief Priority, signing off. Peace.